I'm Ian, and today I'm going to show you how to age and distress brand new wood with my product, iAge Wood. I've been involved in shop fitting and interior design over 25 years, and in that time commercial and domestic products have demanded that we have an aged and distressed look. There are many different waxes and stains out there on the market that purport to give you this aged and distressed 100-year look. In that time, in the 25 years, I've never found anything that does exactly what iAge Wood does. It gives you a natural patina, as it isn't a stain, it's a product that we've brewed and perfected over the last 5-10 years that attacks the enzymes in the wood that gives it a natural patina. And this happens over a period of minutes, not days, and it will give you that look that you are trying to achieve. This can then be painted over with chalk paints and waxes as a finish, but the base coat is iAge Wood, and it will give you a 100-year look that you will enjoy for years. Thank you. Okay, let's run through what we need to start. Here is a piece of softwood. I've fashioned it into a tray, and I've already started to sand the edges down to round it off to give it that aged look. But first and foremost, we need to go through the PPE, or personal protection equipment. So we need the safety goggles, we need the gloves, and of course we need iAge Wood. So first and foremost, I'm going to bash the timber with iDint wood, which is basically 2 hickory shafts, some chain and some bolts to it. So lightly, and again wearing your safety goggles, you just need to bash the timber very lightly. And as you'll see, this is dinting the tray, and you can be as light or as vigorous as you need to be with this. Do the edges. I've made the joints quite loose because over time mitre joints naturally open up as the wood expands and contracts. Okay, so that's looking good for me. Just put that to one side. The next thing I want to do is to sand it and round it off, and the reason I'm doing that is to give it a worn look, as though the tray has been carried and worn over a number of years. So again, with a little palm sander, just round the edges. On the inside, and then just take off the rough from the iDint tool. Just blow that off, and then finally with the worm tool we just want to put some holes in it as though this is woodwork. Keep them quite close together. Do it on the edge, the sides. Again, keep it quite close together. Back. On the ends. Quite close. You can be heavy with it, or you can be light with it. That should do it. Okay, now we're ready to apply the product, IH Wood. Take a small container and a brush. Make sure you shake the bottle well before you pour it into the container. The product is sedimentary, so you will need to shake it for a few seconds, turn it upside down and rotate it. Take off your glove and pour a small amount of the product into a large container. Top back on, set that aside. Put your glove back on and remember to keep yourself protected and your clothing. If you do manage to get any on your skin, just wash it off with cold water, and the same with your eyes if you contact with your eyes. The product needs air and you just need to stir it for a short while to let it get some air. Okay, so just take off the excess with your brush and then just literally apply in one even motion. Work quickly to get the coverage, and you will see that it will instantaneously start to colour the timber. Make sure you get all the edges. Probably a good idea to start with the edges first, in fairness. So work it round on the inside. It is obviously water based and extremely easy to work with. Get into all the nooks and crannies, and you'll see that where you've bashed it and where you've pinholed it, it will start to go darker in those holes and start to look quite old quite quickly. Move it around. I'm sloshing it everywhere, but don't worry about that. As long as you're protected and whatever area you're working on is protected, don't worry about it. Move around. As you can see, it's going almost straight away. It takes about 20 minutes, half an hour for it to dry fully, and once it's dried fully, that is your finished colour. You can take it back a bit if you don't like the finished colour with the sander. Take it back down to sanding before you apply the finished wax coat. Please bear in mind that you do need to finish it. You will need a varnish or a wax coat. Some of the waxes that are available with chalk paints are good to use, but any sort of wax, bry wax or any sort of wax whatsoever will be sufficient. As you can see, I think I've got one coat, an even coat on there. Just go around it, have a look, and as you can see, it is starting to go a nice aged pine look. This will work on any sort of hardwoods or softwoods, and they each have different enzymes, so again will react differently with the product. So it's always a good idea to test a small piece before you do the full-blown project that you're working on. Okay, so there you are. As you can see, it's drying almost instantaneously, and that's it. Okay, so this has had 2 coats now, and as you can see, it's got a lovely patina to it, and once that's dry, it will look different again. Once it is dry, it has to be completely dry, you need to apply a finish wax. There are many out there, but it's entirely up to you what you use. You can use a dark wax on it to make it go even darker, which is also good to get into the holes. Your wormholes, or you can just use a clear wax or even a varnish. Okay, and that's it. And remember, it's okay to age as long as you do it disgracefully.